for Lesson 3 in the Art of Bible Journaling Workshop. My name is Nora, and I am so excited that you're here. Today, we are going to take a look at a very, very rare version of Scripture, a very, very rare translation. I like to affectionately refer to this translation as Nora's paraphrased version, the NPV. Now, I know you probably haven't heard of it and you can't find it in any bookstores because it's pretty much just in my journal. But I am going to teach you how to make your very own paraphrased version. This is a type of, what's the word I want to use? I guess it's just a little practical application, if you will. After I've studied Scripture, I like to put the Scripture into my own words. This came about, my former pastor, Shan, he used to always quote Scripture and he would say, "This is Shan's paraphrase version." And it really stuck out to me because I am what I like to refer to as an external processor. When stuff goes in up here, if it doesn't come back out, it kind of gets stuck. And so I need to be able to take information in and put it back out of me, process through it. And a big way that I do that with my Bible study in my quiet time is I like to write what I've learned in my own words. I even read a book one time called Radical by David Platt, which is a great book. And I filled 2 composition notebooks. I pretty much just rewrote the book. There was so much great material in it. And I do that frequently with Scripture too. So if you are, if you've ever wanted to publish a book, this is your opportunity. I want you to write your SPV, Sally or Stephanie or Susie or Sonia's paraphrase version or Lori's paraphrase version, the LPV. I want you to take some time to reflect on what we've already learned and write those things down in your own words. So that's what we're going to do today. It's a pretty quick lesson. It's a pretty quick message, but it's one I want you to spend some time on. So even though the video is going to be somewhat short, the lesson and how you're going to apply it is going to take a little bit more time. So please make sure that you set aside some time to spend with God to do this. The other thing I wanted to share with you is that I've said before, you don't have to have the kit in order to go through this study, and you don't. In fact, I wanted to show you, I used a tiny composition notebook, and I have started to fill it in with the first lesson and the second lesson notes in this composition notebook. I even have my tassel, but this is just another way that you can work through this process. Because see, as fun as this is, it's not really about this as much as it is about how this is teaching you tools. I want to fill your tool belt with things that you can go back to when you're studying Hebrews or Leviticus or James or John or Ruth. Any book of the Bible, any place where you come in contact with Scripture that you need clarification on, I want you to have the tools to be able to look up, okay, I'm going to compare and contrast this particular verse in different versions of Scripture, in different translations. I'm going to look at the original text in the Interlinear Bible. I'm going to write it out in my own words. These are all different tools that I want to teach you and help you use the next time you're studying Scripture, or when you come across something that you find to be confusing or that you want more information or to understand better. So although this is about Psalm 118 verse 5, this is really about the tools that I want you to have for the whole of Scripture, not just one little psalm in chapter 118. So that's kind of the heart behind all of this. So we're going to go ahead and get started. You have 3 things. You're going to use a hang tag. You are going to use an index card. Let's see. You're going to use this, and then there's a little hang tag. Hold on. I think I have one here. Maybe. A little hang tag and a sticker, which all of these you should have in your kit. But if you don't have these in your kit, like I said, you pull out anything. Use a composition notebook, use a spiral notebook, use stickers that you have around the house, anything. This is about being creative, but it's mostly about the meat of the scripture. So go ahead and take a couple minutes to get your stuff together, and let's get started, okay?